we come to the first crucial point of the game right here after h4, white throwing in the fishing pole idea, which is that after take we have got this deadly h-file attack, and so white goes like, well, take me if you dare. And so at this point I actually interviewed all my 6 students, which I'm going to do now with you too, and I asked them, should black take or not, and give me reasons. And that's exactly what I'm going to give you now. And pause the video if you want, figure out what you can, and then listen to what I have to say. So the number one issue here is that about 50% of students came back to me not providing lines. So the answer almost invariably was that no, we shouldn't take on d6 because it's scary, and it looks to me that white is gonna have a crazy attack. Now that is 100% perfectly insufficient, even if the actual call is correct that black shouldn't take on g5. So here is the we are not calculating, or we are not calculating enough scene. So now I would poke and prod, and I would tell them, fine, give me a line that proves it wrong. And then I would already suggest what, by the way, it was the second greatest shortcoming of almost every single student in this experiment. I would hint that please try to do your best when you are defending. And so now I'm asking you, in case you fell into the first category, but if you had a line, it's even better, to come up with some variations, see what black can do after taking on g5. And now again, I will let you pause the video. And now I will come back to you and I will tell you that more than half of my students failed to come up with the only move for black here that actually keeps the ball rolling. Actually, there are 2 moves that keep the ball rolling. One of them is g6, and almost everyone failed to find this, which is by far the greatest challenge for white to overcome. The other variation is d6, and if you haven't had a look at that, I would like to challenge you to evaluate it now, calculate a line, and come up with what you think is good for or best for both sides, and how that goes. I'm going to show you what that line is, and that line goes like this. White's best is takes queen h5, and for black here to avoid the immediate disaster, queen h6 is forced, and white here actually needs to be accurate. Queen takes h6, pawn takes h6, and castles protecting the d4 pawn allows white to obtain a clear advantage, because the h6 pawn is chronically weak, and yeah, after piling up on the h5 with the rooks, the black king is also going to feel a little bit ticklish.